Sawadee-ka, Sawadee-ka. Okay. Ajarn Dan Smith here, Michigan Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu Academy. This is my student Ben. He's going to help me out a little bit on the 4 basic elbows in Muay Thai. So I'm going to demonstrate these. They're not in the correct order that Ajarn Chai has them, but they're the first 4 that's in the series. Okay. I'm just putting them in a certain order just for the purpose of the drills that we're going to be doing and that type of stuff. So first we're going to kind of go through the elbows so you can see how they're formed, and then I'm going to demonstrate them live so you can see how they can be used in a fight or whatever like that. Elbows are extremely powerful weapons because they cause a lot of structural damage when done correctly. If I'm hitting with this tip of this elbow, anywhere on the head, because of the skin and bone are so close together, if I do it correctly, it will instantly cut. If you see a fight like UFC or whatever, and a person elbows and there's no blood involved, that means they didn't hit with the proper technique. They didn't hit with this part of the elbow. If I throw the elbow and it's bleeding immediately, that means they got hit with this part of the elbow, and that this causes cuts right away. Okay, so there's a lot of damage. There's a lot of force. I mean, I've seen people even literally break the orbital bone or the face with elbow strikes. So they're very powerful, very effective in that elbow range. Okay, I can move from boxing to elbow range, or I can move into elbow range and elbow from that range. Okay, so I can move into elbow range, or I can with an elbow actually, and we'll show you that during demonstrations. So first of all, we're going to get into our stance. We're going to just this boxing stance is fine. My hands, and remember in my boxing stance, my hands are in line here and here. This stance I'm pulling from the Chinese Wing Chun, or I like to call it Chinese boxing, because I'm shutting my center line when I'm in this position. Eye level. So I'm here. So the first elbow is going to be called the up elbow. Okay, the up elbow. Okay, so I'm in here. I'm going to step. Boom. Okay, I'm going to come up. Now, the elbow is hitting at the same time the foot is hitting. Okay, they do a lot of the stomping, boom, in the Muay Thai. Okay, I always like to think of if I'm out in the dirt and I stomp, it's getting dust and it's making it hard to see. So, okay, at least that's what I'm thinking while the stomping is good for you. Okay, so I'm here. So we go up, boom. So this one travels straight up. Okay, this hand will be in protection. I like to place my palm right against the side of my temple so that I have a good hip. I don't want to go like this where my wrist can bend in. I like to keep it here so it's very tight. Okay, so we do the left side, up elbow, 1, and then the right side. Boom. Again, I'm just stepping with the lead foot. Okay, so I'm in here, step, 1, step, 2. Okay, let me see my student. Step 1, perfect. 2, good. Okay, now the next elbow, okay, is horizontal. Okay, when I throw the horizontal elbow, I'm going to place my palm so it's facing down. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this is because the elbow follows this part of the arm. Okay, so if I want to do a vertical elbow, I keep my hand like this. When I do horizontal elbow, I'm keeping my hand this way. So I know that this is coming in. Okay, so I'm here, we do the left, boom. Okay, I hit. You notice my hand is going to collapse a little bit. Hand into the chest. I want to make this connection so that this is hitting with my whole body structure. Okay, if I hit you like this, it's just, I'm missing a lot of power that my body can produce. So I want to bring this hand into the chest. Okay, boom. Again, step, boom. A slight pivot on the foot, not too much. Not like a hook, it's just a slight pivot, enough to get the power into the elbow. The right side, boom. Again, I'm putting the hand here. Okay, boom. Okay, in Thai, when we elbow, we will go saw. Okay, saw, saw. Kind of like the saw. Okay, that means elbow. Okay, so, but we can also go ball. Okay. So, bomb. And we used that before they brought in the saw. Okay. So here, left, 1, again, 2. Okay, again, my hand in protection. So protect again. This is mostly for possible counter elbow or punch or possible clinch. They grab. Okay, if they clinch and my arm's on the inside, I control the clinch. Okay, so I don't want them to get control of my head with my arms outside. I always want my hands inside the clinch. That way I can control that clinch gate. Okay, so let me see my student do the horizontal elbow. Good. Good, come over here just a little bit. There you go. Make sure you're in the camera. That's it. Good, awesome. Okay, so now we're going to do the diagonal down elbow. So on the diagonal down elbow, my palm faces this way. Okay, so my elbow is coming diagonally down. Now this would be a good elbow to use against my friend Ben here because he's taller than I am. Okay, if I went horizontally, I'm going to hit his shoulders, his chest. Okay, because of the height difference. So the diagonal down elbow is to hit a little bit, just like the overhand punch. Okay, to hit a higher target, the down elbow is the same. You can hit. Okay, so again, I go 1, boom, comes in and hits. This side, boom, hits. I'm protecting, covering. Palm on my head here. Not like this, because I don't want this to crash in. I want to be strong so the bone structure is defended. So we go 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, the hand is into the chest. Okay. So we're very close on elbows. Elbows range is very close. Elbow, knees, very close. Okay. The elbow range is closer than the knee range in most instruments. Sometimes the up knee is very close, but thrust knees I'm a little bit further. Okay. So if you looked at it, you have kicking, punching, knee range with the clinch, okay, knee range without the clinch. You have elbow range with the clinch, and then you also have elbow range without the clinch, but I am moving forward into the elbow range, okay. So we have diagonal down, 1, turn, pinky up, down. Turn, pinky up, down. Okay, I have my student Ben demonstrate. Come over here just a little bit. So you're in the camera. Down, yes. Turn the pinky out. Good, make sure. Turn that first before the elbow. There you go, beautiful. Good. Good. Awesome. Okay, now the last elbow we're going to demonstrate today. There's 9 elbows in Muay Thai. Today we're just going to cover the first basic 4. Okay. This one is the diagonal up elbow. Okay. Now this one is done from the clinch. This is a clinch elbow. This elbow is probably the most devastating one because there's no way of stopping it when I have your person in the clinch. Boom. Okay. Usually this is going to hit in the eye area. It's going to cause damage pretty much almost every time. Okay, so we have here, so we go like this. Again, my hand is going this way. Now, if I don't have boxing gloves on, the elbow will travel inside the arm. Boom. Okay, this is here, here. If I have the boxing gloves on, the elbow will travel on the outside of the arm. Okay, because the gloves obviously are too big to get through that hole. Okay, so if you have gloves on, outside, no gloves, inside. Okay, so this is the technique. Boom. Okay. Boom. Okay, diagonal up. And again, I have the clinch. Boom. It's gonna nail him. I'm gonna hit him right here every time. It's gonna cause really serious damage with the cutting into the eye and cheek. Okay. Very, very awesome elbow. Okay, let me have my student come on over here a little bit. He's going to demonstrate the diagonal up elbow. Good. Yes, good. So that's if you had a boxing glove on the outside. Yes. Perfect. Good. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate how you can apply these elbows, okay? We're going to start out with the up elbow, okay? Now this elbow is a great elbow because it has multiple purposes, okay? If he throws a left hook, I can use it as a defensive motion, okay? If he throws a left hook, I can use it as an offensive motion and a defensive motion at the same time, okay? Stepping in and nailing the elbow on the way in, okay? This elbow, if you've ever been hit in the body with this, it's just, imagine me taking the end of a broomstick and just jamming it into your chest, okay? It's, the Filipinos like calling this spearing. They spear you with their elbows, okay? So it's very painful. Okay, so now what I like to do, we're going to come over here and angle just a little bit this way. Yeah, come back. There we go, beautiful. So he's going to throw the jab cross. One. I'm in. Notice this is protecting against possible counter elbow, possible grabs, or just punches, right? Whatever. I'm always protecting myself. Okay. Okay, so now he throws the jab cross. I'm in. Now, as soon as I hit, this is going to go into the eye. I'm going to thumb the eye. This is for street. This is for the street fighting now. Okay, I can thumb the eye as I'm going for the head clinch. I can also go for the throat. Okay, as I'm going in here. So I want to attack some of these vulnerabilities. In a street fight, I want this to end as fast as possible so I can safely get away. Okay, so he comes in. 1, 2, palm. Now we can come in with a horizontal elbow or a diagonal down elbow. Okay, so in the purpose of this drill, after he throws the jab cross, he's going to bring his left hand here to protect against whatever elbow I come in with. Okay, so if that arm is not there, obviously he's got an elbow in his face. So he punches. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to go here. By holding the head, I don't miss. Okay, I would never miss my elbow if his head is right here. Okay, I'm going to hit him somewhere in his face, in his head area. Okay, if I go like this, and then I try to elbow, he's going to be able to move. He'll have opportunities to counter, get away, whatever. Okay, so you want to hold the head. Okay, that's what makes these very devastating. Okay, so one more time. I go in. 1, 2, horizontal, diagonal. Okay, I'm too far for this diagonal up one now. But I can go horizontal, diagonal down. Okay, from there. Okay, so now we're going to show the application on the horizontal elbow off of the punch. Now, again, this could be a horizontal or it could be diagonal down. In my scenario against my friend Ben, it's going to have to be diagonal down because of how tall he is. If he does it to me, it would be a horizontal elbow because of the height difference. Okay. So now he throws the jab across. Boom. I'm going to come in over top of the punch. So now I'm entering with the elbow strike. Okay. And I'm coming in with, in my scenario, it's going to be diagonal down. Okay. So he throws the punch. 1. Okay, I'm going to come in. So because I'm moving forward and I'm countering with an elbow, I can have a better chance of hitting. Okay, now if for some reason he does it to me, he would go horizontal. He'd parry, step in, and then boom, horizontal elbow. Okay, so I go 1, 2, horizontal. Okay, he's going to come over top. Okay, now you notice that when I'm doing this, and my whole body is moving forward. Okay, because I want to meet his energy. Okay, when he's punching, his whole energy is going forward, and I'm going to move forward. That's going to increase the effectiveness and the power of the elbow itself. Okay, so now we use this to get our clinch. Okay, let's say, let's go to this side here. Okay, so now he's only going to throw the jab. Okay, and I'm gonna come in with the right up elbow. I use this right elbow as an entry. Now, when he throws a jab, I like to clear the path. That's what I call clear the path. Okay, I can do this, right? But I'm always nervous if I don't clear the path. Okay, now I know that when I learn this, people just come in and just crash it with the elbow, which is perfectly fine. Most people can do it, but for some reason, I always feel like I'm gonna get punched. So he comes in, I'll clear the path, sorry. Okay, now you notice that when I clear the path, the first thing I do, not only did I elbow take the eye out, but I stop this threat here. I'm also stepping in with the right leg, okay, so that I can control him here, okay. So now look at what we got. Bang, you can throw the elbow again. He's off balance, okay. So now we're getting more into the Filipino kind of concepts, but you know, if you don't mix concepts, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. Okay, that's why being I love the way Guru Dan would say it. You're a mixed martial arts concept instructor, and that's definitely what I am. Okay, I'm a mixed martial arts concept instructor. Okay, big difference than a mixed martial arts sport fighter. Okay, big difference. Okay, so he goes to jab. One, I'm in here. This is a perfect time for the headbutt. Okay, perfect time for the knee strike. Perfect time for the off balance, right? Throwing them off balance. Okay, so now we have this one more time on the left side. Okay, he throws a jab, boom, I'm in. He throws a jab, one, I'm in. Okay, I'm in deep. Notice the head here. Pow, there's the shot. Okay, I'm controlling this arm. I don't want it to be a threat. He's off balance, so he can't get much power of a hit on his left side. Because he's off balance. Okay. I can headbutt, I can elbow, I can knee, or I can just throw him to the floor. Okay. So, okay, we have the elbow strike. Now I want to go in and get to the clinch off of the punches using the elbow as an entry. Jab crosses. 1, 2. Okay, so he's winning the battle. Why? Because he has the inside. Okay. Does it again. 1, 2. Now we're going to come back in the frame. I'm winning the battle. Okay? Because I have inside control. Here, then that up elbow goes. I have his head. Never miss. Okay, it's gonna go right into the eyes, right? Perfect, okay? If his head is right here, boom. I don't need much room, just let it go a little bit, boom. I don't need any space to hit his face, okay? Okay, so how do we get to the clinch? There's a few ways. He goes jab cross, I can enter in from the outside, okay? Get my clinch. Come back. Get my clinch. Okay. He goes jab cross. I can enter in on the inside. Get my clinch. Okay. From here, you have knee strikes. You have elbow strikes. Okay. You have everything you need. Okay. So these are some methods of the elbows, the 4 basic ones. Okay. We have vertical up, horizontal, diagonal down, diagonal up. Okay. These are your 4 elbows from the World Top Boxing Association. Okay. Ajarn Smith, my friend Ben, Swadika, Swadika. All right.